Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Friday, which means it's time for Zombieland Saga and its new home. Oh boy. So in the last episode, pardon me. In the last episode, we had a bunch of setup for this one, actually, where Junko and I had differing opinions on, you know, how you should go out to your fans. Should you be an absolute asshole and treat yourself as a god above them all? Or do you be an actual fucking human being and treat them as such? Kind of a tough decision, you know, it's, And also we learned that, I still get that mixed up, Junko. I still get that mixed up. So I'm just gonna say white hair and black hair. So we learned that, black hair got hit by lightning and white hair got crashed in a plane. Oh boy. And now they're going to have an opening at this rock concert where black hair's old guys, or old idol team are going to be performing. So, I mean, like, I've actually been looking forward to something like this happening this whole time where, like, you know, like, they would actually get recognized potentially by people that they knew in life. And I'm hoping that happens here, because if not, then, like, what the fuck's the point? Because, I mean, especially, like, if for people like black hair, or, like, they were, like, an idol who literally got struck by lightning live on television. Like, for fuck's sake, like, there comes a point where it's like, no, people should be recognizing her, for God's sake. People should have recognized her when that TV advert got played for the chicken place. But yeah, let's see how things go, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, and go. Last time on Zombieland Saga, she was a bitch. Seriously, I feel like Naofumi. I'm just so awful at, like, remembering their names. Like, Christ, like, I know Saki, I know Sakura. Like, I know, Yugiri and all that, like, just... Ugh. But, like, Junko and I just can't separate, like, attach the names to people in my head. Holy shit. It's almost as if you should probably cut the people out of this group, you know? I mean, it's not like, there's not like a minimum number of people you need in an idol group, right? It's not like a boy band where you need 5 members, otherwise it doesn't count, right? Why even bother? Why even bother asking Tay? What's going on? She's just been sitting there going moldy for weeks now. What the fuck? I mean, if they're dead weight, kick them to the side. You know, like... If they're dead weight, get rid of them. She's also the oldest one there, isn't she? Like she died first. He'll do something... Yeah, he'll do that. He'll do that. He definitely... Yeah, man, I could tell. He totally cares about how this group is gonna work. Jesus. For the one who wants to save Saga and do all this shit with this zombie idol group... Like, he's... Like, he really just is really laissez-faire with this. To, like, an extremely worrying degree. Like, sometimes I'm just like, does he even want to save Saga? Like, it's just... Christ. Does he even want to do what he says he wants, or nah? Oh, boy. Not gonna lie, sometimes in this show I'm like, Sometimes with this show, I want to just leave it behind and be like, you know, let's do something else. But then, like, the gimmick, though, the gimmick's strong, and like they'll do something that makes me get hype. But oh, it's tough. Sometimes I'm just like, no, this show's just gonna be stupid, right? It's gonna be stupid idol bullshit. But then they do stupid idol bullshit with a cool zombie thing, and I'm like, yeah. Definitely, I can get why people would because apparently this was like super hype last year. This show, I can see why people would be like hype about it from the premise alone, but the execution, like, I don't get it. You know, I don't understand. So I was like, oh, this is my favorite anime, like, which I was seeing a lot, you know. But I don't know, like, beyond the gimmick, I don't see a lot, like, for execution wise. Just sitting there going moldy. like she's gonna have mushrooms in her brain. Well, replace her then. Replace her with someone who's not gonna sit there letting shiitake mushrooms go out of her scalp. I have to sing so I make my former teammates look like assholes. I need to destroy them and steal their souls. You know what would be, like, super hilarious? She gets hit by lightning again, but she's totally fine. 'Cause she's a zombie. Like, it's at a point where if white hair Yes, but now you are literally rotting and fucking held together by bandages. Like, how are you even here? Like, you got turned to ash by a lightning strike. Holy shit. Like, seriously. The fact that she's a zombie is ridiculous. Hello, Ocarine, how you doing? Ripperoni and pepperonis. Seriously, like, those roots, like, they're going into her brain. Like, that girl's going on a trip. It's almost as if maybe, almost as if maybe you shouldn't have brought zombies back from before the modern idol thing. Yeah. She's 30 years out of time, my dude. Culture shock's a bitch. Well, it doesn't explain how the Meiji era person, like, got connected. And, like, just figured everything out. Oh boy. Yes, we get it. Like, didn't we have this lesson, like, last time? Like, I'm pretty sure this is, like, the exact thing that, like, she was told last time that got her into this attic. Like, shit, dude. Yes, the core nature of being an owned and managed product with no free will of your own. Essentially being a walking, singing tool of the industry that can be replaced at any point in time the second you slip up. Hooray for being property. Hippity hoppity. My character is being that unapproachable bitch that nobody likes. I mean, maybe someone would like that retro shit. I mean, she wouldn't get any fans that are, you know, of the normal age people that like idols, but maybe it'll work. I feel like whenever they hit a point where like the zombie stuff stops being relevant, they just say the word zombie like 100 times to make you remember that they're zombies. Oh boy. Please tell me she gets hit again. I want her to get hit by lightning again and be totally fine. Cause you know what'd be more hype than an idol dying from getting hit by lightning? An idol getting hit by lightning and just continuing to go. That's how you get eyeballs on shit. God damn it, Ty. Or Tay. Is it Tay or Ty? I'm gonna say Tay. Nah, you'll be fine. You're dead. What's the lightning gonna do? Kill you? It'll be fine. There'll just be a mild lightning storm tomorrow. Oh, Jesus. But the good news is, you getting Kentucky Fried made everyone else super rich. So, I mean, you know, swings and roundabouts. Like, like, is it wrong I don't give a shit about any of this? Like, we had the cool zombie thing, and now it's just like, oh hey, it's the dress from the opening. Cool. We finally got that uniform going on. Real though, like, this idol shit, I just don't care. Like, the idol shit is the most boring part of it, but it's getting more and more prevalent. You know, like, and the zombie stuff is fading further and further away. Like, if the idol stuff was getting more prevalent while the zombie stuff also grew, I'd be super hype about this still, but you know, like, if we had like a 50-50 split, 50% zombie bullshit and 50% idol bullshit, I'd be super down. Hello, Truck Coon, nice to meet you. God damn it. She needs to learn. Seriously though, like, she's a zombie, like, what the... It's like, dust her off a bit and she's fine. Like, seriously, like, there's zero chance that they're gonna get injured. It's zombies. You know, like... Oh boy, like... Like, the only way to kill a zombie is to like destroy its head, and even then, in some versions, I don't know how Japanese zombies work, or if they even have zombie mythology. Sometimes it's not even that; it's just destroying the head just makes it so the zombie can't aim. You know, like there's a version of zombies where, like, the only way to get rid of them is to basically dice them into tiny chunks. But even then, you're not killing them. All you're doing is rendering them unable to move because there's not enough pieces of them together. It's fucking shoe waterproofing. I still think they should have kept the death metal thing. Like, I think this would be way cooler if they kept the death metal thing, and they went up there like looking like zombies, because then you could say that that's the makeup. That's the makeup, and that's their gimmick, and then the makeup stuff is for public appearances where they're not in character, you know? Like, it just seems like that'd be the more intelligent thing to do. But, I mean, I guess it is Ocarine we're dealing with here, the big dumb idiot. See, I don't care when our protagonist starts singing. Why would I care that these assholes start singing? Jesus. Also, note how they aren't CG. Note how those guys aren't CG. Also, Sakura was watching Ai's group. Oh boy. So they can draw dancing. Oh boy. What's the betting when the zombies get on stage, you'll just cut right to that Miku Miku dance shit. Yeah, you used to be a contender. I could have been a contender. If only I'd been able to tank that lightning storm. Oh, please. For a second there, I was hoping lightning would come down and it would hit one of the other idols. So I would get that moment of like, yeah! It wasn't just me. Why doesn't she, like, have, like, bandages over this? She's got, like, a giant hole in her chest. Like, are you telling me that she's just tucking her heart into her hole? Like, you think she'd, like, bind that or something, right? Holy shit, Tay said a word. Tay said a word, holy shit. She's starting to learn English. My god. Or Japanese, you know what I mean. I swear to God, if Tai can start actually speaking, that'd be great. Because I'm tired of her just being essentially a walking dog. Tai looks like the drugs are kicking in. She's like going, oh man, I'm going on a trip. I shouldn't have eaten Junko's head fungus. Oh no. Turns out idol mushrooms are very hallucinogenic. Fucking oof, Jesus. No mercy. Please let someone get hit by lightning. I came to this episode hoping... Why was she CG when she took a step forward? It was just her. It was just Saki. She was CG for like half a second when she took that step forward. Why? But why though? Hey mate, why's your idols bad CG? Fuck. No, it's not supposed to look like that. They're not supposed to look like shitty 3D models. This is the big thing where she gets over her phobia of lightning. They couldn't expend the budget. They couldn't expend the budget to draw them dancing one time. When they drew the other idol group dancing before, and when they were practicing this dance, they were drawn. I might as well just fucking turn this off now. This looks awful. How do you look at this and go like, oh yeah, no, that's visual fidelity right there? Like... And the song itself sounds like shit. Her mouth looks awful in that. Her mouth was scaled incorrectly in proportion with her face. Like, what do you want me to say? This looks awful. It looks awful. Their hair doesn't work properly either. Some of them, their hair actually has jiggle bones, it looks like. And some of them, their hair is stuck to their heads. Yeah, tell the whole world, why don't you? They just absorbed the, like... I didn't know zombies were... What? So now it's a techno remix of the song they flash mobbed. And it's only techno because for some reason the electricity made their voices have auto-tune. Man, if the way you get auto-tune in real life is to get hit by lightning, fucking sign me up, fam. Why is the person from the Meiji era doing the robot? The Japanese don't even have a fucking word for robot. They just stole the English word. God, this looks and sounds like ass. They've got finger lasers. Neat. Jesus. I swear to God, they better be blinding a pilot right now and cause a plane crash. Like, when they're firing those up in the air, a pilot better be driving by and they better nail him in the eyes and there better be a plane crash. I swear to God. And hey, they turned the CG into crowd too. The crowd into CG. Fuck! You know what I mean? They turned the crowd into CG. Hey mate, why's your crowd bad CG? That's not how chests work. You can't just have your head be still and just pretend you're breathing by just moving your collarbone up and down like it's a fucking Photoshop. Yes, you really just saw bad CG. With generic fucking J-pop. Yes, you did. What an amazing sight. Oh my god. Angels descend on Saga Rock. Oh, fuck me. Also, how does nobody recognize I? Her former co-stars that she literally died in front of are in the goddamn stadium. How does nobody pick up on that? Ugh. She even got hit by lightning again! So even if they forgot her somehow, which doesn't make any sense because she's the reason that they're even relevant, because she fucking died in mid-performance. You'd think the lightning strike would jog their memories. Oh my god, dude. Every like thing that I'm like for this show, I'm like, oh man, wouldn't it be like this is like, what was it, Overlord? Like what show was it that I let's watched? And like every time I said, hey, wouldn't it be cool if X, and then like 20 minutes later, or maybe an episode later at worst, like that thing would happen, and it would just make everything better because it was a logical progression of cool shit. Every time I do that for this show, the opposite happens. And instead we just have, hey, wouldn't it be cool if someone recognized them? Wouldn't it be cool if da-da-da? Wouldn't it be cool if da-da-da-da? But instead, like, it's just like, hey, yeah, no, we're gonna do the opposite of that. We're actually going to just ignore the fact that this is called Zombieland Saga. It's just gonna be a generic fucking idol anime with no original ideas whatsoever. Because seriously, like, fucking... And even then, like... They have the budget to draw the dance routine of Ai's former team. They can draw that. They can draw that. They can draw their dance. They can draw them practicing the dance. But when it comes down to actually having the dance happen and actually making it look nice, they fuck it up. Like, so okay, so big sweeping generalization here. J-pop, for the most part, is shite. And, you know, I'll say that about pop music from any fucking country. Pop music is shite. It's all the same bubbly bullshit that just has no meaning and no substance behind it. And if there is meaning and substance behind it, it's the same meaning and substance as literally every other song in the genre. Like, It's like how every Taylor Swift song is about her breaking up with someone. You know? Like every Kesha song about Kesha going out and getting fucking blasted. Like, pop music is all the exact same thing. It is crafted by people who are basically have degrees in demographics in order to appeal to the demographics chosen for the singer or singing group that the song is being made for, right? Like, you wouldn't have Kesha singing a fucking Taylor Swift song, right? Or like same and vice versa, because Kesha's demographic is drunk 20-somethings who want to go out and get shit-faced every day. Like, you know, while Taylor Swift's is 30-year-old women who want to pretend they're 15. Like the same thing is I hate J-pop because it's basically that but in Japan. Like, and the idol scene is like way more predatory than the American or just Western in general pop scene. So like the music there is even more like nefarious as far as I'm concerned. But you like pair it with the right visuals and you can get some stuff going. Like, there's a lot of anime openings that are just generic fucking J-pop, and yet they're really good openings because the visuals paired with them are good. And you can do the same thing here. Like, you can have the shittiest music going, but if you make a good a good music video for, or a good visual accompaniment, people will enjoy the song because listening to the song makes them think of the visual accompaniment. You know, it's the same reason why nobody likes Smash Mouth. Nobody likes Somebody Once Told Me. Like, but you know what happens when people hear Smash Mouth? They think of the opening of Shrek. And you know what people really fucking love? The first Shrek movie. So that song is popular and in people's heads because when they hear it, they think of Shrek. Like, and here, it's like, they have a generic-ass pop song that, I swear to God, like, if anybody unironically loves J-pop, then fucking Christ, I want to see a biopsy of your brain, my dude, like, because Christ, I don't understand how something so vapid can be, oh, God, like, but it's like, but at the same time though, like, even if that was even if it was the greatest music ever made, even if it was bad, come in here for a minute. I need an expert's opinion. So, like, even if it was the greatest song of all time, come here, come here. Greatest song of all time, go.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Even if it was Bohemian Rhapsody with visuals like that, like bad CG with really poorly done finger gun. Look at that. And that's not even in motion. Like, watch it in motion. Hey mate, why is your dancing bad CG? Like, I'm not the only one who looks at that and like throws up in my mouth, right?
It is a little uncomfortable. I mean, I wish there were more than 2 frames.
Come closer and say that.
I'm wearing clothes.
You're wearing pajamas, you're fine. She says she wishes it was more than 2 frames a second. But yeah, like, even if that was Bohemian Rhapsody, the expert-approved greatest song of all time, with visuals like that, like, it would still, like, be the absolute worst fucking thing on the planet, right? Like, oh, Jesus, dude, like, they can do it, because they did it earlier in the episode with this other idol team that we know nothing about, because all we know about them is that I used to be on their team before she got fucking murdered by Zeus. Like, yeah, like, I just don't, oh god, they had all this build up. They had all this build up to this Saga Rock thing, and they just completely boner-own it, like, at the last minute. Like, hey, here's all this build-up. Like, hey, you can be the idol you wanna be. You can get over your lightning fear. You can get on top. We can get this together and figure things out and do this and that and this and then at the very end, it's a shitty fucking CG dance, followed by another shitty CG dance, but the 3D models are now glowing, shoot finger lasers, and are singing a really shitty, like, auto-tuned remix of the first song they ever sung. Like, no, that's not how you do a payoff. Like, and the fact that, like, that was, like, the credits, essentially, was replaced by that dance number, like, means that they were proud of that. They were proud of that when they were putting that together. Why else would you replace the credits with that? Like, unless you were proud of it. Like, no! You don't deserve to be proud of that. That was garbage! That was actual garbage! Like, that was Overlord Season 3 level. Fuck! But, yeah, I just, no. I wanna like this show. Because there's a good gimmick in here. The characters are enjoyable. I like the interpersonal connections between them. And I'm watching a lot of stuff that is mostly just interpersonal stuff, actually. But the thing is, like, here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? If I was watching this at the same time that I was watching Konosuba, Overlord, One Punch Man, Shield Hero, basically any other show where the main gimmick is, say, well, Shield Hero and Overlord, it's an isekai. One Punch Man, it's a superhero thing. Konosuba, it's a comedy isekai. Like, if I've had my choice of, like, hey, which, like, if you could only have one, what would you pick? I guarantee you this would be the one that is the first on the chopping block to things to, like, just narrow it down. Because, like, I want to like this show. I like the interactions between the people, but, like, as you can have, like, this interpersonal slice of life stuff all you want, but that either has to be the meat of it, or you have to do your gimmick well. And the meat of this is the stupid idol bullshit. So you've got, like, an interpersonal slice of life anime where they're zombies, but also they're idols. But the interpersonal stuff takes a backseat to the idol bullshit, and the zombie stuff is practically forgotten until it's required for a plot point. Like, or it's used for a comedic effect. But the thing is, though, there's only so many times someone can fall apart like a fucking bionicle, you know? Like, Christ. Just, like, right now, this show is coasting at, like, a hard 6 out of 10 for me right now. And that, like, ending bit there might have bumped that down to a 5.5. Like, holy shit. Like, I still want to see, like, where it ends, and I'm hoping that they can pull it out, but... Ugh. 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 Like, that's it. It's like, it's a hard ugh on that one. I don't know, an ugh out of 10. Oh, boy. I don't know, but let me know what you think down there in the comments, whether you agree with me, disagree with me, and think I'm a giant fucking moron, or you want to bring up something I left out, but I don't think I did. I think I basically touched on everything. Oh, boy. Anyway, I keep saying this, but how, you know what? I'll say it again. Based on everything we've seen so far, and based on, like, my complaints and any complaints that you have, how would you improve this series? I think, like, honestly, I don't think my answer has changed from, like, what was it, episode 3 where I asked this the first time? And it's, like, focus more on the zombie thing. Have the idol stuff take a back seat to the zombie thing. Have it be, they're idols, but they're also zombies, instead of they're zombies, but also, no, sorry, hang on. Yeah, have it be that the main thing is they're zombies, but also idols. Instead of what it is right now, it's like, oh, they're idols, but also zombies. Like, you know? Like, it's called Zombieland Saga. The focus should be on the zombie bit. Not like there's so many goddamn idol animes. Like, you have a chance to do something cool and gimmicky, and it looks like you done fucked it up, and you done ignored the main draw of this premise. And, like, oh boy. Oh boy. But, yeah, let me know what you think down there in the comments. Remember to do that, to like, favorite, subscribe, all that good shit. And if you want to support the channel monetarily and be able to, like, guide the hips into what we do, you can always support me on Patreon, which gets you access to special patrons-only Discord channel on the open Discord server, which is linked, and both of which are linked down there in the description, as well as a link to the Patreon at the end card, at the end of this. And if you do that, you can recommend things to be Let's Played, reacted to, live streamed, all that good shit. We also got special patrons-only movie nights, which is the first one this month, because we're doing 2 in April, because it's my birthday month, yay, is happening on Sunday. And that's gonna be fun. Gotta watch some stuff. Maybe play some video games. Maybe, I don't know what we're doing exactly, because we kind of just figured out as we go along. And yeah, this is probably my favorite time of the month. Oh boy. And yeah, so. Oh, and also the end card, by the way. If you like more stuff, there's gonna be a link to another Let's Watch and also some Let's Play. So if you like some video games, click on that, because I think the one for this one is God of War. I think. So if you like me rambling, and that one's about history, and history's good. Yeet. Anyway, as always, I am Nozz, and I'll see you in the next video. But most importantly of all, become a trash mammal today. And I will see you a real